Hello everyone, this is Illuminating Dots. This is a summary of CBSE Class 10 Maths 3 Exercise 3.6. So this exercise is about solving the equations by reducing them. So I have given the introduction of how to solve these questions in the previous video. So you can check that out. Also, I will be explaining the word problems in this video. So stay tuned, and yeah, if you find this content useful and enjoy learning maths using my skills and logic interesting, then please consider subscribing my channel and do leave a like. Let's begin. So it's time for today's fun facts. There are more stars in the solar system than the grains of sand on Earth. Nose can detect a trillion smells. Also, nose and ears never stop growing. So these were the fun facts for today. Now we will begin with the exercise. So exercise 3.6. So let's begin with the first one. Okay, so the first one is pretty simple. You can do it yourself. It is not something very much to do in that. You just have to substitute the values, and yeah, it's easy. You can handle that type of questions and you should be able to solve them by yourself. So let's begin with the second one, the word problems now. The first one. Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometers in 2 hours and upstream 4 kilometers in 2 hours. Find the speed of rowing in still water and the current and the speed of the current. Okay, so we will just assume something before starting the question. So let speed of rowing be x kilometer per hour and speed of current be y kilometers per hour. So what we do now is we know that speed is equals to distance upon time. So what is the meaning of upstream and downstream? So if this is a river flowing, so if the river is flowing in this direction, so this direction is called the downstream and this direction is called the upstream. So what it basically means is you go with the river, so that is downstream, and when you go against the river, that is upstream. So what we have here is we are given that Ritu rows Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometers in 2 hours and upstream 4 kilometers in 2 hours. So simply talking, what we have here is distance upon speed is equals to time. Now how do I get this now? I take the distance. So in the first word, the distance is given as 20 kilometers and speed. So for downstream, if this is the river and it is flowing in this direction, then the current, if Ritu is moving downstream, so her speed of rowing, that is x, and the speed of current, that is y, will both get added, because when they are in the same direction, their speeds just add up. So speed of rowing was x and speed of current was y, so y, we add them equals to time, that is 2 hours. So we have this much here. So this is the first part of the equation. Now the second part, it is now she is rowing upstream. So the river, it flows in this direction, she is moving in this direction. So what will happen now is she will, okay, so 4 kilometers, 4 kilometers. Now when she is moving upstream, the speeds of the rowing and the speed of current will get subtracted. Why will they get subtracted? Because when she is going against the stream, the speed of rowing in still water and the speed of current. So when she moves against the current, the speed of current is pushing her or it's resisting her, so that is why they get subtracted. So now what we do is x minus y is equals to, what is it, 2. So this is the second equation we have is here. You can solve it ahead, you just simplify it by yourself. You can, and also you can use any method, the substitution method, elimination method, or cross multiplication method. All the three methods can be used in this part of the exercise. So do it with whichever method you want and you will get the correct answer, hopefully. Now let's move with the second one here. So second, two women and five men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while three women and six men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone and to finish the work, and also that taken by one man alone. Okay, so what we assume here is let time taken by one woman be X days and time taken by one man be Y days. Okay, so now the biggest mistake students do is that they read the question to two women and five men can finish the work, can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days. So what they suppose is they write 2x plus 3y is equals to 4. This is totally incorrect. Why is this incorrect? Because this is not at all giving you the time taken by one man or one woman each. This just adds up your answer and not, you do not get any single value or the accurate answer to which the time taken by one woman can to complete the job alone can be found out. So I guess you are, I am sure you will not understand what I am trying to say. Just if you have done it with the method I told you, then just complete the whole sum and you will find out that the answer is totally incorrect. It's nowhere even close to it. So what we do is, okay, so for the first case, what we take is we have to find the time taken to complete the job by one woman and one man. So what we will do is 2 upon x plus 5 upon y is equals to 1 upon 4. So how did I get this? For two women and for five men, it took 4 days. So for each woman and each man, it will take 1 upon 4 days. So I am pretty sure I am not able to explain it to you, but I can't help. I really do not know how to explain this. Okay, so let's just leave it. I will explain it to you again. So the second part says three women, that is 3 upon x, and six men, that is 6 upon y. Finish the work in 3 days, that is 1 upon 3. So okay, this can be explained in this way also. Okay, it cannot be explained in this way. So just solve it here. You can get the answer by yourself. You have to use the you have to reduce the equations first, that were like 2 inside bracket 1 upon x plus 5 inside bracket 1 upon 5 is equals to 1 upon 4. Then you take the values of x and y. Okay, so this one you have to do it like this. You have to remove it outside and then take the values of 1 upon x and 1 upon y as a or b or anything you want, and write it as 2a plus 5b and then solve it ahead. using any method, it's your choice. Now this was this was, yeah, I couldn't explain this sum to you. I don't know how to explain this. I will just watch a few videos or some other teachers. I will understand it and I'll try to explain it to you a little more clearly. So give me few days, just few days. So let's begin with the third one. I'm extremely sorry for the second one, guys. Just forgive me this time. Now the third one. Ruhi travels 300 kilometers to her home partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometers by train and the remaining by bus. If she travels 100 kilometers by train and the remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of train and bus separately. Okay, so we will assume that let speed of train be x kilometers per hour and speed of bus be y kilometer per hour. So what we know here is she travels 300 kilometers in total, and she travels a part by train and a part by bus. We need to find out how much by, so we need to find their speed. So we have to find the speed of the train and the speed of the bus. So we know that distance upon speed is equals to time. So we use the same formula here also. What we do now is, the first part states she takes 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometers by train and the remaining by bus. So the distance upon speed formula, it says for train 60 kilometers, that is distance, upon the speed of train is x, so 60 upon x plus the distance she covered with bus, so the remaining she covered by bus, so the remaining is 300 minus 60, that is 240. So you do not have to show that, I guess. If your school hasn't, then you don't have to either, but in the boards also they do not check it this way, so don't worry about it. Now this is the distance covered by bus and the speed of bus is y, so upon y is equals to, she took 4 hours, so is equals to time, that is 4 hours. This is the first part of the question. Second part of the question, if she travels 100 kilometers by train, so distance is 100 and speed of train is x, and the remaining by bus, so 300 minus 100, 200, distance speed of bus is y, is equals to 4, sorry, is equals to, she takes 10 minutes longer. Okay, so how can she take 10 minutes longer? If we add 4 and the 10 minutes, so we cannot add 10 like this directly. We need to convert this 10 into hours, so it will be 10 upon 60. So we write 10 upon 60 hours and add 4 because, okay, so she took 10 minutes longer than the time she covered in the first case, so that is quite agreeable. Now, okay, so if I solve this, the second part, it goes like 100 upon x plus 200 upon y is equals to 6 4s are 24, 240 plus 10 is 250 upon 60, so 0 0 cancel, is equals to 25 upon 6. I do not know how to solve this ahead, you can solve it by yourself. Now you can use any method, but before that use reduce the equations and then you can use any method of your choice, no harm in that. Now, okay, so I did not solve the first question because they were a bit familiar and they are all similar type of questions, just a little bit of here and there. That's just CBSE doing, CBSE playing tricks with you. You just need to think a bit about it for a few minutes and then you can get your answer by yourself. Now So if you have any doubt after that also, you can comment below. I will be trying to solve it as soon as possible. Also, you can mail me. I have given my mail in the description. And yeah, that was it. So thanks for watching.